Hey guys, Crazy Not Crazy here. Billy Joe, Kim, and Laura.
Hi everyone, thanks for coming back.
Hey, glad to be back. And real quick, I just have to say this. It's episode 8, and we started this episode
season
with
8?
I know
season 8.
I wanted that. That was like wanted to roll off, but I was able to do it. So we started this episode with no equipment failure. Remember the beginning of the last episode?
Yeah.
We were like, I think we finally figured it out 3 months later. So I just had to like mention that real quick,
Yeah,
like shout out to us,
Yay.
yay. But anyways, the other thing is we did get an email,
Yes.
somebody asking for some advice.
Yeah,
And
it's quite the advice, too.
so we're super excited for that because we told everybody, like, if you want advice, we're, come to us. We got good advice. So I don't know if the emails.
I don't know if it's good advice, but it's
We
advice.
got some advice for
Yeah.
you, but
We're
it's good or
going
not.
to advise. We don't know if this email's like someone messing with us or legit. So we gotta,
Yeah.
we're going with that.
Yeah, and I'll read it, and Laura will advise them because Laura's our advising committee, right?
yes,
Well,
yes.
Kim, you always have good advice. Billy Joe,
We'll
you have
see.
good
Oh,
advice.
yeah.
We'll see. I
so-
gotta hear it first and
Yeah.
see what you're gonna throw
All
at
right.
me.
All right, so this is our email from last week. It says, "Dear Crazy Not Crazy, my husband and I are hoping you can help us. We have been growing a couple of marijuana plants with the plan to toke it up today, which is April 20th. So, of course, we're just getting this on the air.
420.
Yes. And she writes that, or he writes that, whatever. It says, 420, he. We were so excited to try our own homegrown organic buds. So this morning I cut some of the leaves off of the plant. I cut the leaves up and rolled the bits in some zigzag papers. We've been trying to smoke it all evening, but we're not getting high. It's not even burning right. Please help. What are we doing wrong? Sincerely, party animals."
Oh,
Party
boy.
animals? How are they party animals if they haven't even gotten high yet?
Especially if they're like clipping the leaves and smoking the leaves. That's
Yeah.
like a
No
mistake.
wonder.
I would have gave
You gotta-
up by now, man.
Yeah.
That's not even worth it.
Yeah, because she does say I cut the leaves up and rolled the bits in some zigzag papers.
You don't
so
want to smoke the leaves.
you want to smoke the bud.
Yeah,
right? Yeah, not the leaves.
definitely. There's a lot going wrong there. Like for one, homegrown is really good if you can do it, but it's time and commitment. So it doesn't sound like there's a lot of time in there if they're smoking the leaves.
Do your research, people. Do your research.
Yeah. In their case, if I was them, I would go to like one of the pop-up shops around every corner that
Yeah.
you can just go and buy some because
Right.
what they have is not working.
Yeah, those shops are like every mile now. Every
Yeah,
mile
and I think
go.
you can actually go buy one already pre-done. Like they'll roll it for you and everything.
You
so.
can. It's expensive though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went in there was one time we went out to dinner and there was a shop connected to the place we went to eat. It was Buffalo Wild Wings actually.
No, I was going to say, let me hear the
yeah.
name of the place you were at.
So I go in and right off the bat, and I'd never even gone in one of these because I just like to grow my own so I don't have to go out and do anything. It's
Right.
easy, convenient. But I go in and right off the bat, they ask for my license. You have to show your license. And I was like, all these years I've been off the grid on that at least. I mean, I'd like to go off the grid
Off
for
the
real,
grid.
but I could not live like that. But, in that world, I've been off the grid, So I give them my license.
Oh, you did?
And because I wanted to go buy a joint, because I was like, it'd just be something different and
Right.
fun, some different smoke. And somebody had given us I think it was like a Bahama Mama or something joint, one of those, and it was pretty good stuff. So I was like, we'll just get one of those to try for something different for the night. So, and I was thinking maybe it'd be like $10 or something. So I asked for one. And it was like $15 or something, and I was like, I just can't. Like, I couldn't justify
Just couldn't
spending
bring yourself to do it,
$15 on
no.
a joint when I have enough to smoke, like when I want, So I just said it, and they were cool, I was just popping in for the fun of it, anyways. But
Oh,
Yeah.
anyways, and so I chatted with them, But then on my way out, I was like, "Can you take my license out of your computer?"
Laura's like,
It's like
paranoia
like-
set in.
I don't want to be in your system because I'm like probably not ever going to come buy pot from you, you know?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
as I said, I'll just grow my own, you know,
Right.
and that works out fine for me. But it does take time to you party animals out there. So
Big
Yeah.
party animals that
Yeah,
can get high.
I think your advice is perfect. Go to one of these local stores that are like all these pot stores and go buy
Right.
one.
yeah, I'm rooting for them. I
or
hope they
maybe
do good,
like
but there's a
roll
lot.
up the bud, not the leaves. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
I wonder if there was no bud.
There may not have been, it sounds like in their case, and it takes time. Like there's a whole process in it, but one of the most important processes of growing your own is the drying process. When your buds are done, you want to dry it right. If not, you know, you just wasted all your whole summer growing. So
Laura
This
could go on
is-
make a whole episode.
I was just
of
gonna say,
yeah.
this is growing tips from Laura.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. This is advice from Laura on how to grow and smoke weed
yeah,
and
so
where to go to get it.
there you go.
Yeah. So potty animal. There you go. I hope she answered your question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, so anybody that has anything they want to ask us, random, it doesn't matter if we know the answer. We'll try to help you anyways. So
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
There's always a warning though. Don't try this at home. I think that's how
Right.
it's-
right. And if you don't want your name mentioned, just say that in the email or just sign it like they did. They signed party animals, so we don't even know who sent this. But it was
Hope you're listening though, you party animals.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
know?
Thank you for the email.
Maybe now you can actually be party animals when you go and get the right stuff, right?
Oh, now they'll know what it really is to potty, so that's good.
Yeah, definitely. That's too funny. So what do we want to do? We want to go on to our list of stuff that we have, well, Laura has written down, a list of things, like ideas to talk about on the podcast, and we're going to kind of go down through that list a little bit, huh, guys? Is that what we're going to do?
Do you want to
I think the list is a good idea because some of it we don't even understand. So it'd be nice to go through it and like talk it out.
Yeah, because I have thoughts in my head and conversations in my head sometimes throughout the week. And so I'm just like, I'll just write it down real quick.
I have
I'll
thoughts in my head
key
throughout the
things.
Look at her. She has thoughts. That's awesome.
I'm freaking proud of you.
I know.
That's pretty impressive.
And
yeah.
it's pretty good because I write them down, but
And then
then
you
of
can't remember
course
what
we
they
don't
are?
really know, like at the time I wrote it down, but it will bring up some topics of conversation anyways.
Right, because we have looked down through it a little bit, and some of them we're trying to figure out what they mean,
I gotta
but
find them.
that's okay.
Is
Well,
it in that pad of paper?
oh, it's
maybe?
probably in this one here that I have in front of me.
See, I think I have two.
See, we can't even remember the
notebooks.
list.
Yeah,
like,
we
where
just
do we
got so
find
much
it?
on our minds. We have a bunch of notebooks.
Yeah, and I have two notebooks. I think like one's notes for how to do stuff, and then one's like notes for.
She don't
Oh my
remember.
gosh,
ideas,
I don't
I
even
guess.
know,
I
man.
think
I
that's it
don't know.
right there, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
the
it.
list. So
Yeah.
actually, the very first
gosh.
thing that I saw on the list was gardening.
Oh.
And that was fresh on my mind because we just talked about that like really quick. And the last episode,
Yeah.
you talked about how you were into I can't say gardening.
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 Yes, I'm into gardening.
Gardening. So, which made me think that I used to be into gardening.
Oh gosh, she's gonna kill me.
Maybe we
Just
should
flow with it.
go
Gardening.
to how I can't talk.
Gardening.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, but I do have a hard time talking.
I don't want to
am-
say it because I probably can't say it either. So
I'm a lazy talker, so like when I'm trying to talk to you guys out there and on the air, I try to remember to pronunciate my words, but I forget sometimes.
I understand. I feel, I 100% agree with her because I feel like the same thing. It's like it's a lazy talk. you
Right.
know?
And
Right.
I cut a lot of letters out, like it's gardening, and now I feel like I can't say it because I'm trying to pronunciate it right.
Well, you're
which
picturing it in your
normally,
head and you're trying to say it the way it's
yeah,
spelled.
normally I would have been just like gardening,
Gardening.
and people would be like, "What the fuck's gardening?"
Gardening. That's how I say it is gardening. Oh,
saying
gardening. I ain't
Yeah,
saying
say
it.
that. How would you say it?
I can't say it right now. Like even thinking about saying it won't come out right. And I know it won't.
Say it, Kim.
Gardening.
There you go. It's fine.
Okay, I said it.
Gardening. That's hard, yeah. But I have.
That is a
problems.
hard word, man. I spent a lot of time on that
That's why I don't do it. If I can't say it, I'm not gonna do
Yeah, I
it.
mean, that's why Kim doesn't garden.
I
She
try
doesn't-
to,
she can't
but
say it.
that's a lot of work.
Oh, I love gardening. It's fun.
And there's a lot of bugs out there. I mean, I'm kind
Oh
of
yeah, we've had your
useless.
bug stories. Yeah, we know how you love bugs.
Your gardens look good. I used to do the gardens, but now I just do flower pots.
Yeah,
That's a
easier.
good idea,
It's
too.
easier.
Yeah, I did
And they're
those.
just as pretty.
They are, you know, you can just kind of deck it out like that because the gardening is with the weeding.
Look at you. You said it
And-
right. Gardening.
See,
Say
she
when you
didn't
weren't
think
thinking
about it.
about
She
it.
didn't even think
You're
about
just gonna
it.
not think about it. You're just gonna say it.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good.
Oh boy.
I do seriously have a hard time talking. I have a lot going against me when I speak.
No, you don't.
I do
Well, you
because
get the accent. You get the main of the drawn out
the
accent.
main accent. I think I'm very monotone. I can't pronounce certain letters like my
Wait a minute.
R's.
Say your name, Laura. Don't think about
Okay,
it right
well,
now.
now
Just
that
say
I'm gonna say it,
I'm
I'll
gonna count
say-
to three.
okay.
1, 2, 3. Say it.
Laura Roy.
Oh, you did it right.
I know, but it was hard. I had to really.
No, I meant say it like you normally. I
you
feel like a bully right now. Say it. Say it.
She would want me to say I'm Laura Boy, which I try not to say that. Like I don't think I come across like that, but it's close. You know, like I work in an office, and when I answer the phone and talk to people, and I have to give them my name, and I have a hard time saying my name. Like a lot of times they'll be Barbara, and I'll be like, no, Laura, and they'll be like Barbara, and I'm like Laura, and then they're like
I'm
Barbara.
such a bad person because I laugh at her all the time, and I'm like,
funny.
oh
and then
my
I'll
God.
spell it out and I'll be like, no, Laura. And they're like, oh, Laura. And they'll be like, it must be my phone or something.
Yeah, like yeah, you.
And
Yeah, it is. It's your phone. It's
I
not
know
me.
it's not their phone because it's like every phone call I get, so I know it's me. It's not them. And it makes me laugh so much because
and for years it's been like, I mean, that's been my thing, you know. Like I'm always like, Laura, just say your name for me, would you? And it just picks my spirits back up. It
it
makes
does
me laugh.
because we've had an ongoing joke over it because it gives me anxiety. See, I have a hard time talking, even saying that. But when I have to introduce myself or something, and I know
Right,
it's
it's-
coming,
yeah.
and I'm like, I have to say my name.
Oh, Laura.
And I encourage it. I'm like, I know what's coming, so I'm
If I
like,
look at
say it,
Kim-
Laura, say it.
I know I'm gonna say Laura Boy. So a lot of times I'll try to just say my first name or my last name and not combine the two because it's even harder, you know. It is hard. It's hard.
Oh gosh, that's
And
funny.
you know, I shouldn't pick on you. It's not funny, but it's like, there I go again. It's all about me,
Well,
you
she's
know.
laughing
No,
at
it is.
herself
It
too.
is
so.
funny. Like my maiden name's Seagull. And I used to I would get mail that would come in as Maura Figo. And it'd be like, who the fuck's that? You know, but I know who it is. I know it's me.
You're like, it's mine, Mom and Dad.
So it is pretty funny. You know, I mean, I don't care. I still will introduce myself. I can't, you know, it'd be too hard to change my name now. It'd be good if I could change it to something
Well, then you'd
easy
never
to say.
remember your name.
Exactly. So I'll just go with it, but
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
That was
talking's
good.
hard.
Yeah, but you know, I think we all have our little, you know, not
Yeah.
speaking proper moments and stuff,
Yeah.
you know. It is
Yeah,
what it is.
and I think just being from Maine too, it's the letter R. It's just hard to, like I can say the letter R, but when I'm talking, I say car and parking lot, and that's how I talk. But if I say the letter R, I say it correctly. But it's the
well, you
Maine
add it to
accent.
where it's not supposed to be.
Right,
you
yeah.
know.
It's the Maine accent. Or say Linder, like my sister
Yeah,
Linder.
right.
I'll be like Linder.
Bucker. You know, like,
Yeah. Or my sister laughs at me because you have salsa, but you like everything's salsa to me, whether it's like salsa or salsa, you know, like the salsa,
Salsa
water,
dancing, salsa water.
dancing,
Yeah.
salsa, all of that. It's all
It's all the
salsa,
same.
you know.
Yeah.
No matter what, it's salsa.
I don't pick
Or-
on any, like, besides Laura, and I do apologize. I shouldn't pick on you, but I
I
try
don't
not
care.
to pick on the way people speak because I know I sound
Well,
terrible.
yeah.
Right, but you,
with-
because
with
you guys
me-
have a pretty thick accent. You guys
I-
don't even
talk about
say
a lazy
beer. You say
friggin-
like bear for everything. You don't know if she's talking about a bear in the woods
She's
or
drinking
she's
a bear
drinking a
right
bear.
now.
Bill, it's can't. He can't do anything. He just can't do it. You know, it's,
Yeah.
you know.
I can't say W's and R's either. Yeah, I have a hard time with those.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are just
Really?
hard, yeah, like worms or words. Like, look how hard you can see my facial expressions with
Right,
me trying to
it's-
I
get
should
that
get
out
a
correctly
video
on
of you
this.
doing that.
Yeah, it's so hard to say that. W-O.
Your head's like, oh, you look like
like
a
going
bird,
right
but
into it.
pecking that freaking worm.
Going in
It's
after
hard,
it.
Yeah. We'll get that.
That's
for-
gonna be a video for
get,
sure.
We'll get that for you guys for sure, because that was hard to say, and I had to move with it to get it out.
So what's next on your list, Laura? Nothing.
So next on my list is empty nest. I guess I probably was feeling I don't want to say emotional when I came up with a empty nest. That's not the word I'm looking for, but for whatever reason, empty nest is on my list. I'm sure I was thinking about Chelsea.
Of
You
course.
could have
yeah.
been emotional. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
Well, I don't think typically during the week. I don't mean like I'm
Not
all like
crying
sad and like empty nest and you know. But for some
Woe is me,
whatever,
yeah.
I think maybe because Chelsea's actually graduating in a couple weeks. Kudos to her.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations,
good job,
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Yeah, college. So she's been gone for like 4 years.
Yeah.
She comes home and stuff. Luckily, she went to school. She's only an hour away. So I'm super glad for that. So I
Yeah.
still get to see her and we talk and everything. But I remember the day she moved out. Well, the day before, I bawled all day. I mean, I cried my eyes out all day long the day before she was leaving.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
Thank God though, because I brought her to school and I didn't like shed a tear there. I think she was disappointed. But I think
You're like,
I
no, I
cried
got it
so
all
much,
out. Yeah.
you know, the day before that I
Yeah.
was like, I was good there. But I think empty nest is different for everybody.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I still get to see. This is funny.
We have
We'll to-
tangerines going on there. Billy Joe's gonna pull out the guitar in a minute.
We've been
Oh,
playing.
bongos.
Yeah.
Is that what it
Yes,
is?
that's,
Oh,
is,
shoot.
I don't know.
We've been
I
playing
should've
little
done
little videos for you. I'll get a video up for you guys sometime of this one. That was Gypsy. Her food dish is empty, and she gets offended when it's empty.
Uh-oh.
So she just like grabs the bowl and slams it on the floor. So I know it was probably annoying for you guys to listen to right now, but when you see the video of it, you'll be like, all right, it's kind of cute, you know, but. So anyways, I think empty nest probably does mean something different for everybody, or it happens in different ways for everybody. Like,
Yeah.
you have 4 kids, Billy Joe. Some live with you. They've kind of been in and out.
and out,
Kim,
yeah.
you have a couple kids and in and out.
Empty nest is scary, I think, when they first do it and they move away.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, well, I haven't really gotten to that point yet because I still have kids at home. So
Right,
I haven't really
that's
gotten
true.
empty nested, you know.
But I shouldn't even. Actually, it's not even empty nest because I'm kind of thinking back. I still had kids at home too.
yeah,
But when Marissa was going to Texas, that was like scary.
that's nerve wracking. Yeah.
And I was like, you're not just up the road. I
Yeah.
can't come get you if something happens.
Right, and you gotta let them go. You gotta let them live their lives.
And I
you can't
knew
hold them
that,
back.
but I called Laura up and I was crying. I was all upset. I'm like, what do you do? Because
Yeah.
you're right. She's like, Mom, I'm 18. I can go. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you don't even know what the world's like out there. You can't just like.
My heart sunk for you when you called me because I was just picturing it like Chelsea's just going an hour away.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh my God, what if she had called me and said she's leaving for Texas?
Yeah, it's scary, but you gotta let them go.
I had to let her go, and
Yeah.
I'll tell you, we made it was sad to see her go, but we made the best of it because we took a road trip. We drove down there with all her stuff, you know, just me, her, and her girlfriend. I don't know if I can say her name, but Kelsey. And yeah, and we had a good time. You know, it took us 4 days because we slept and all that stuff, you know. But when my time there was up and I was coming home, I was like, oh boy, this was tough leaving.
Pulls at your heartstrings.
You're leaving her in another state too.
Yeah. A state you're not familiar with that state. You know, it's not like you've gone there.
Mama can't come get you.
Yeah, you can't just up and go get them.
Well, actually, I told her, Dad's not that guy on TV taken, you know, Liam. Nelson, is that his name?
Yeah.
I said, we'll try our best, but I can guarantee you he's not going to. He's not going to make much progress, you know?
Yeah. No.
And the thing is, though, and she's a smart girl. I think we all have pretty smart kids, and I think they were or are ready to go.
Oh,
I think
of course,
we prepared them pretty good, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's me that wasn't ready, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
Or you guys
as a parent,
aren't, you know.
It's always you that struggles
But
with
you got to
more.
think back when I was ready to move on. I couldn't wait, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're young. They want to venture out. They want to do their thing, you know.
Yeah.
And
I completely understand.
And they still need you.
More
so.
irresponsible than she is.
Yeah.
You know, too. Thank goodness. You know, I'm like,
definitely.
oh my God.
Definitely.
Yeah.
If she had been like me, I would have been twice as stressed.
But empty nest, I think when you finally get it, it's going to be sad. It's going to be whatever. But I think if you just make the best of it, it could be pretty good too.
Yeah, no, I feel that way. Like,
You know, somebody like me, anyways, Billy Joe. You know, I don't care about
you don't care about the kids. They could be getting stung by bees. They could be drowning. You're just gonna save. It's all for whatever helps you, right?
No worries, no stress, all about me.
Just let everybody else deal with the kids. I'm just gonna dive to the ground, or I'm gonna run in the house and lock doors, all that stuff when bees are around.
Push them in front of me.
No, I think it was definitely hard when JC moved to Bangor, a couple 3 years ago, but like I cried and stuff, but I was so happy for her. And Trevor's always only lived just not that far from home. Of course, he's back home now while he gets everything going with his other place, but he's never lived that far away. So I haven't felt that, and I still have the twins at home, so I don't.
Well,
I haven't
came
had
back,
that feeling.
So
Well, they always go and then they come back.
Yeah,
and
she came, but she loved it out there, and she travels everywhere. I'm actually very jealous. It's like I wish I did that when I was younger.
Right. They're doing what you
ton of
wish.
traveling.
Yeah.
She's been to some great places.
Yeah.
They've taken off and doing what they want to do, and it go for it. Just be careful. God,
they grow up quick. That's for sure. That's definitely for sure.
But that's what you do.
Like
that's what we're supposed to do. Raise them and send them off in the world.
Right. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
You don't want to live at your house forever because I don't know about you guys, but
And
I want to have my own life.
Eventually, too, it would just be weird. Like, I love Chelsea and everything, but it would be weird for us to live together, like, for the rest of our lives,
Well, you say that, but I really love my kids, and I'm hoping they take me in when I get older.
Yes, yeah.
Take good care of them now.
Like
so they'll
an
take good
in-law
care of you.
apartment would be perfect.
I would
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
I totally hope.
I have no shame in that game, man.
Me
I'm like,
neither.
you guys are taking care of me when I get
Right.
older.
Well, you took care of them all those years.
Yeah,
Now it's their
yeah.
turn.
They don't think I took very good care of them, but no. It is what it is, though. I mean, empty nest. I think it's going to be great when it comes. And
Yes, I guess I'm the only one that actually has like the.
do you think
empty
it's
nest.
great?
I don't mind her being here, and
Well,
it's
yeah.
okay with her being gone too. Like, I guess I'm really what
But she hasn't
makes
really
me
lived
most
here in 4
happy.
years, so
Yeah.
it's easy to say, like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't mind her home.
I know.
Like, yeah, she's
Yeah.
only here for a few days at a time.
Yeah, what makes me really happy though is just she's out there and she's like successful, but she still wants to come home and say hi
Yeah.
and visit. So it's a good balance, She's out there making her own way, figuring it out.
Yeah.
But she still comes home, so I'm super
Yeah.
happy for that.
Of course.
Yeah, definitely.
I guess that's like the
But
end,
it makes you
the
proud.
end game, right?
It makes you proud, though, because they are making their own way. They're
Right,
doing the,
right.
you
But they
raised
also
them right, you
still
did good.
have the family values of coming home. They still, care, and they're still spending time. And
Or they grew
You know.
up and actually realized they actually like you because there's no
Yeah.
guarantee.
Oh, that's true.
When they're kids, they worship you when they're little, right?
but
They
then
just
they become
think you're the
teenagers,
hero.
and you're like,
then
You're
they
the
get,
enemy.
yeah, and they get to know you as a person. You don't
Yeah.
know if you're like
There's
you're
all
gonna be
them
their
kinds
people,
of styles,
you know.
you know?
So you know when they grow up and actually you like them as a person and they like
become
you as a
friends
person.
almost. Yeah.
That's really good. You know, you're lucky if you end
Trevor
up
and
with
JC
that.
are at that age. They're 21 and 23, and it's like now we're all kind of like more like friends. I still guide them, in a lot of different ways, and they still, but they actually help me too, as much as I help them. And they, all four of the kids think about me on holidays as much as I think about them now.
I agree. The
it's
tables
nice.
have turned, and
Yeah.
it's nice. It is. My kids do the same thing. They always want to make sure, like, that mom's taken care of.
Right.
Like Mother's
Yeah,
Day,
so
they
you
take
did
it
something
Christmas.
right.
Like
Yeah.
they're always thinking of me, and I really do appreciate that.
Right, and not that you're looking for those gifts or that, you're not looking for that validation, but you're,
No, not at all. Because I know they're freaking.
But it's nice
broke
to
if
know.
They,
Yeah, it's nice
if
to
they
know.
weren't broke, they wouldn't be living with me. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but I think what's
I
really,
love it though. I
what's
do.
really good though too. I mean, I think we're all in the situation where our kids are actually doing it because they want to, not out of obligation.
Right.
Because there's a lot of people that get that out of just obligation and stuff. And
Yeah,
I feel
definitely.
really lucky. I have a really good relationship with my daughter, and I'm
Yeah.
happy for that.
Yeah.
And I think you
We're
guys,
lucky, you
with all
guys.
your
That's
kids,
all I can
have
say
really
is-
good. You guys have really good kids,
Yeah.
Yeah, we did all
we're,
get very
we're really
lucky.
lucky.
Yeah.
They've all are just kind, good people. So
They
Shout
are,
out to the
Laura. I think we're
kiddos.
selling
Yeah.
it to the kids. We're selling those kids
Yeah.
hard to
Selling
everyone.
them. Selling them
They're
all
good
right.
kids, really, guys.
Yeah, I ain't gonna charge that much. No, I'm just kidding. So, but yeah, well, you guys ready to wrap it up for the night? We'll call it a night. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys need any advice on anything, or just
yeah,
want
'cause
us
we give great
to
advice.
talk about something, because we talk about stuff too.
Yeah.
That we don't even know why we ended up talking
Well,
about
I think
what
that's
we
what our
talked
show's
about.
about, though, is kind of just
Yeah.
like about nothing. I've heard
I-
a couple people, not that they're, I don't know, they're just saying like your show's like just, it's like a breath of fresh air away from reality in life. Like you're just listening and, it's nothing about,
I honestly get, what's your show about?
yeah.
And I always say nothing.
Yeah, that's
But
really what
it's about our everyday life. We're trying to bring. We could talk about a lot of negative stuff, but we're
Yeah.
not choosing
No.
not to because there's
No.
enough of that. So
Definitely.
we're just trying to talk about like our everyday lives,
Yeah.
and
Lot
it's
about
really
nothing.
about nothing.
But we know that it's a lot about nothing.
We just pick a topic and see where we can go with it too, because we didn't realize either when we started this how much in some ways we do censor ourselves. We want to be super real with everybody, but we also have to censor ourselves because
Because
we
potty
can't.
mouth Laura,
Yeah, we can't
know what's gonna come out
offend
of her
people
mouth.
that we care about. We we have professional lives and family lives, and
Right.
we have to be careful with what we say, and we really don't want to have controversy, so we're staying away from real controversial topics because it's supposed to just be real and light and fun, and
We just want people to laugh and smile or listen or,
get a
just
chuckle
get
out
you-
of it
yeah.
like we do.
Yeah, you're probably not going to die of laughter every single,
In the la-
episode, but
yeah, in the last 20 minutes, at least once, I bet somebody had a chuckle somewhere, which makes it
You
worth
did. I
it,
know
right?
you did.
We did anyway.
Yeah,
we did.
So
Like we say, we think we're funny, and we hope you guys do too.
Right.
Well, we know we're funny.
Yeah.
We know it.
yeah.
So-
Well, we wouldn't be doing this if we didn't think we were
Duh.
funny. No.
We wouldn't be doing it if we weren't funny.
So where can you hear us? Spotify, Facebook, YouTube.
yes.
You can email us at
Crazy not crazy 333 at yahoo.com.
.com.
yeah. What else can they do?
They can message us on Facebook. They could, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're out there.
Just
we're hoping you
whatever.
guys.
Whatever you guys want to do.
Whatever you want to do, just do it.
Yeah, like, share, follow. That'd be great, you guys.
Yeah.
We appreciate you coming back and listening to us.
Yeah, we'll have
Yes.
2 more episodes next week for you guys, so stay tuned.
All right,
Yep.
guys.
Bye.
Have a great